And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got Father's Day baseball. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next.
Welcome your Los Angeles Dodgers.
So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Clayton Kershaw. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Willie Adames stands in. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Right through there for a strike. For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or any generation. He's won 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and a guy who has really leaned on that slider as the dominant pitch for his career. That one finds the corner. That's strike 2.
Well, definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Nobody out. Runner at first. On the ground, a second. Might be 2. Throw on to Freeman. And they get Adames for the out. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Elliot Ramos, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Yeah. There's a strike. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Conforto makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Let's go, Clayton.
Wilmer Flores in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Kershaw fires. Pitch misses there, and the count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
In the air, center field. Kim under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So the Giants leave one. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Landon Root. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Miguel Rojas, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. In the dirt, and now 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
In the air, left field. Ramos on his way over. Hauls it in for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. In the sixth spot for them in this one, Max Muncy.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Mookie Betts batting with one down, takes a strike.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Next pitch is downstairs.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there are two outs.
Batting third, first baseman.
Two down, bases empty.
Freeman.
Now it's Freddie Freeman. He always seems to have a smile on his face when we get a chance to talk with him, Chris. There's a strike. Just missed. Two outs, base is empty. On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That ends the inning. Dodgers go down quietly, scoreless after one. And we're back.
Leading
Dom
off for
Smith stands in.
First baseman Dominic Smith.
Smith handling the duties at first, hitting fifth in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2013. No score. Kershaw back to work, delivers. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First two pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. Upstairs. Kershaw deals. In for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success. Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Gerard Encarnacion in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Misses off the plate, and the count is 2-0. Second inning here, no score. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Line to left, and foul ball. The 2-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting 8th, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
And up next for the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-0.
Two outs. Fastball for a strike.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was late. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Breaking ball misses down and away. Two. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Roop back to work. And that one upstairs. That's outside. And it's 2-0. In the air, right field. Encarnacion makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting 5th, second baseman Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And that drops in for a strike. Foul ball there.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Next offering is outside. Next one is off the plate, and now it's 3-2. And a swing and a miss, and there's 2 down.
Well, he used the slow curve very effectively right there. He just spun it up to the plate and had his guy way out front. Not only a good pitch, but a really good job of setting it up.
Here's Max Muncy. And ball one.
No strike.
And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that skips into dirt. There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes. Right through there for a strike.
Ball in.
Muncy off of first with 2 away. And it is 2-1. Fitzgerald. They get the force. An acrobatic play to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Andrew Knizner. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Leaps at the wall, and he's got it.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Jung-Hoo Lee now at the plate. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. That one missing inside.
Well, Boog, here's a little background info on Jung-Hoo Lee. He hit for the highest batting average in KBO history, which included a ton of doubles. Plus, he took home 5 Gold Gloves. He's a player that helps the team with his bat and defensively.
Not close with that one. Ball 2.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Pitch is in for a strike, and a count 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One gone, runner at first. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Fought off foul. Oh, 0-2 now. In the dirt. That missed inside, and it's 2-2. Kershaw checks on the runner. Lee back on a dive. Top of the third, no score. And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
There's a swing and a drive. Gone. He sends a rocket to left. His second homer this series, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Elliot Ramos. He's 0 for 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One down, base is empty. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Freeman. 2 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Fly to center his first time. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's too low. 2-0. Fastball for a strike. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the two-run dinger. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in L.A., here's the left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the first out of the inning.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
So digging in, Hae-Sung Kim. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Fly to left his first time. This to third. Can't pick it up with the bare hand.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
There's one, and that's two.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, out of the fourth, and digging in for San Francisco, Dominic Smith. Just missed.
Well, these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And here it comes. That one fouled off. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field, and the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now Casey Schmidt. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Right
couple of singles back to back. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Herrera Encarnacion will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Lined, and that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Now batting,
well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Kershaw will depart, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now, number 70. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Justin Robleski.
So they're all loaded up. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Golden opportunity right here. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
The 1-0. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia warming up as well. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Liner snagged at first.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Here's Andrew Kisner. First time up was a pop out. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
Grounder might be 2. To Betts at second for 1. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Oh, you hate to make mistakes with base runners, whether it's giving up a home run or making an error like that. And it's costly. 2 runs come around to score, and sometimes that defense can just tighten up a little bit, get too excited rather than just settling in and making the play.
Now, Jung-Hoo Lee. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Comes through with the RBI.
Now
Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
And up next for San Francisco, Willy Adames. He's already homered in this game. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Tattooed and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 7-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now here is Elliot Ramos. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. But they blow this one open with a big 5-run inning. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Giants 7 and the Dodgers 0. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
and at the
off
plate for the
Dodgers,
Freddie
first
Freeman.
baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here's a high chopper. Schmidt over to first, and Freeman is retired.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. Flied to right his first time.
Come on, Los Angeles.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And there's a ball.
Inside.
And that drops in for a strike. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a
Second
glove,
baseman,
but you will get some
Oscar
high fives. You know, when you make great
Hernandez.
contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And now a two-out opportunity for Max Muncy.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy at the dish. He reached on a walk his first time.
Oh, that's
Just
off the plate.
missed. Two outs. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Pitch misses. Ball three. Andy Pajes waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Next offering is foul back. Hernandez on at second with two down. Swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And ball four, two aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some
Now
good
batting,
patience in this
the right
one. It's the
fielder,
second time he's taken ball four.
Pajes.
So two on with two away. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Popped up. Fitzgerald right there to make the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. Not going their way. It's 7-0. And we're back. And now the DH, Wilmer Flores. Flores measures 6 feet 2 inches, 33 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That one hit to right. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Now batting, first baseman, Dominic Smith.
Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Number 70 will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
Number
for the
78
Dodgers,
comes on now.
And
number
one thing on him,
78.
he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So a man aboard. Now it's Dominic Smith. 1 for 2. Base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's a good sound coming
Schmidt.
off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So they're at the corners now. The batter now, Casey Schmidt, right through there for a strike. Next offering upstairs.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Now batting, right
Now it's the right fielder, Gerard
Encarnacion.
Encarnacion. He's 2 for 2. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Fastball is outside. And the slider just misses.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The 2-1. And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 7 and the Dodgers nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Roop back to work. That misses the zone. 1-0.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Hammer, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ha-Seong Kim.
Ha-Seong Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Reached on an infield single his first time. That's to third. Off balance feet. There's 1. On to Smith. 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play.
Now
That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
hitter, Miguel Rojas.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Next to hit, Miguel Rojas. First pitch, not close.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Root pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They continue to trail 7-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top 6. And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. That's a strike. Close, but called a ball. And the count even 1-1. Out towards left center. Conforto on the move to the alley. Corrals it. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Kisner in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One down, base is empty. That's inside. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
And there's two away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. On the ground right side, there's Hernandez handling the chance. On to first, out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 7 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Mookie now. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. First pitch just misses.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
One out, base is empty.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Here's a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kisner collects, fires to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
The catcher, Will Smith.
Two outs, base is empty. At the plate, Will Smith. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Giants 7 and the Dodgers nothing.
Leading off for
now the
San
number
Francisco,
2 hitter,
shortstop,
Willie
Willie
Adames.
Adames.
He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
The shortstop takes the ball. That clips the corner.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Adames swings through that one.
1 ball.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Ramos stands in here, takes ball 1 low. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left, Muncy handles, throws to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, designated hitter Wilmer Flores.
2 down, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter Wilmer Flores. 1 for 3. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And they hold a 7-0 lead. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box
That ball's
food.
foul.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
A little bit low. Bullpen action for the Giants for the first time. Hayden Birdsong getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Miller also getting ready. Swings through that.
As far as ballpark food, one of my
2 strikes.
favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. The other way. That's a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. It's a nice job of taking that pitch on the outside the other way and just beat the shift. And this guy's not known for using the whole field, but Right there, he took what was given to him.
One down. And next for L.A., Andy Pages. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Hit on the ground to short. Adames got him on the off-balance throw. That's the 3rd out. Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in for San Francisco, Dominic Smith. Splits the plate. 0-1.
0-1.
Ball one there. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Forget it. He shoots one out to right. His 2nd of the year, and they add a run. It's 8-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Casey Schmidt, the next to hit. Just missed.
Inside.
The 1-0.
That's a ball.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And now 2-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. In the air, out towards right center. Pages sizing this one up. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Up next for the Giants.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-1's the count.
Out towards right center field, Pages. And that is that. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. It's now an 8-0 game. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for San
Back
Francisco.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Hayden Birdsong.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
And now the center fielder, Ha-Sung Kim. Singing, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Ball one, no strikes.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Next offering upstairs. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. In there at the knees, and the count's full. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. My partner known for being a touch fantastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh my goodness!
In your career,
I can't even believe. I'd win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even, seriously, I don't believe that.
Rojas, the next to hit, takes outside. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that one fouled off. Next offering way upstairs. Kim gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one just misses. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Shortstop.
Here's Mookie now.
Betts. That one a little bit high. Ball one. Birdsong. The tall righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a slider.
2-0.
Fastball is outside. Turns and fires to Betts. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's one.
He's out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. It's the Giants 8 and the Dodgers nothing. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the catcher, Andrew Kisner. That misses the zone, and that is ball one.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's down and away. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Now here is Willie Adames. Right through there for a strike. That one is absolutely belted way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. First and second here, no outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Here's the pitch to Adames. That one misses. 1-2 to count. On the ground to third. Off balance feed. There's one. On to Freddie. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's a little bit high. And that one clips the corner. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And it remains 2-2. That one missed. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Designated hitter Wilmer Flores.
2 gone with runners at the corners. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilmer Flores.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Kisner on third. Ramos at first. 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Throw on to Freeman, and the inning is over. Giants leave a couple as it remains an 8-0 game. Back here at Dodger Stadium, there's Freddie Freeman now.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Birdsong back to work. And that one upstairs, ball one. Close, but call the ball. Now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
There's a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Got him. And that's the first out. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First pitch misses. Just missed.
2-0.
Out to short. Just one out remaining for the Dodgers.
Now batting, second baseman, Teoscar Hernandez.
Now it's the second baseman, Teoscar Hernandez. And the first offering is not close. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The Dodgers down to their final strike.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
But we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.